Hey y'all, where y'all been at? Welcome. Another episode of OG Talk Channel. I am Chase. And man, whew, just wanted to check in with y'all today. Today is important. Boy, where are we? Where are we right now? Do we know where we are right now? What planet are we on right now? You know, I'm getting the sense now that we are starting to really see just how ugly this world can actually be, as governmental forces and all of this stuff. It's almost like they're making up more cruel things to do to people every day. But today I wanted to talk about a little bit about one of the most important factors that I'm learning is really a key to life that nobody's talks about. It's the level of compassion that we have for our fellow human beings. I had a situation where right now I'm just doing something different. I'm not going to get too deep into it, but I've kind of made a career change, and I've changed up a lot of things. That's probably why I haven't been making the videos that I usually do. However, as I go through this transition, it puts me in different spaces and different people, and I see a lot of people every day. And I walked into a convenience store, Quick Check, out here yesterday. Right, and it's the middle of the day, and I'm frazzled. I'm learning something completely new that I've never done before. It's a little intimidating, but I'm deciding to go in a new direction. And in the middle of that, I go to get a little Italian sub or something. And I see this lady, and she's sitting at this Quick Check table. Not really a table, but like a booth. And she's sitting there and her hand is shaking, right? And she's holding I want to say like a jelly roll, some kind of roll or whatever. But as she's doing it, her hand is shaking. Like it just won't stop shaking. So what winds up happening is, I walk in the store, and as I'm looking at this lady sitting there shaking, and she has this scared look on her face, or she's just stressed out. She's just like doing this type of thing, and I'm like, all right. So I'm walking past her, and something in me, I don't want to say it was a voice, or I just heard something say, talk to her, check on her. Right now, this is a random Caucasian lady. I don't know, she had on I guess she was some kind of nurse, like she has some kind of nurse's uniform, or something that would indicate that she works in the nursing field, right? And if I'm 50, she might have been in her mid 60s, So as I walk past her, right, and something told me to turn around, so I walk up behind this lady, and I slightly put my hand on her shoulder, and she looks at me dead in the eye, and I just say, are you okay? Something in me told me to check on you. Are you okay? And the lady looked at me with the most peculiar, it was like a knowing look. And she looks at me and she goes, are you a Christian? She said, are you a Christian? And I looked at her because the question threw me off. I'm trying to check on her, and her response to look at me in my eyes was, are you a Christian? Well, what I said to her is this. I said, well, I don't know if I would consider myself a Christian, right? Because I don't consider myself a religious person per se. I do believe in God. I do believe Jesus walked the earth. I do believe Jesus died for us. I do believe Jesus, it was an enlightened being, sort of like Buddha and others. And I believe that they crucified him. And I also believe that we are all one consciousness of God, and that God is in each and every one of us, and that we are all the same with different, suits on. But to her, I said, I believe in God, I believe in Jesus, and I believe we are all one. And she absorbed that for a little bit, and then maybe 15 seconds later, she says, thank you. And she smiled at me. Right? She just gave me a wry smile. It was just, thank you. You're kind. That type of thing. And I wished her a good day, and I walked off. Right? So as I got back in my car, I thought about the interaction. And then later on at night, it kind of hit me. Right? I don't know what that lady was going through. But now I am determined. If I see you on the street and you're distressed or something, or I feel like it's something I can offer a kind word, I'm going to do it. If I get the word in my head or whatever that, I don't want to say it was my soul, my conscience, I don't want to get deep. I don't want to get that deep. Whatever that is that told me, talk to this woman, I'm going to listen to that voice more. And if you're looking at this on this frequency, right, maybe it's time that you consider doing the same. Those moments are the real change. I don't know if that lady would have went on tonight and she might have had a good night watching whatever she watched, right? She could be watching Family Feud tonight, or maybe she's gonna go out to dinner or whatever she might do tonight. Or she could have done something bad to herself because she looked like she was under a lot of stress. Regardless of what it was, I knew in that moment that I could not walk away from whatever that lady was going through. I'm drawn to people like that now. I am drawn to people's pain now. Or if they're hurting, I feel like now I am in a space where I gotta do something. I can't let people suffer or hurt around me. Even if they strangers, I don't care. If you don't like me trying to help you, that's fine. I'm at least speak to you and just check on your well-being, because we all should be doing that. Because if more people realize that we were one consciousness, and that if you hurt somebody, you are literally hurting yourself. You're literally hurting yourself when you hurt other people. When you hurt somebody else, you are hurting yourself. Yes. Because that's you. That's another you. You don't realize it, but that's another you. And somewhere that energy that you hurt them with, that will come back to you. That will return to you in some kind of form. Because the universe always balances itself out. Compassion is the key. I no longer worry about it no more, man. All I want to do is help people, yo. That's all I want to do from now on. I just want to help people. I'm not beat, man. I'm not beat. I don't know why I felt compelled, or now I feel compelled to want to help random people is growth. I don't know if I really even like people like that. Weird thing to say on a YouTube channel, right? If I don't really like people, but I say what I want. Y'all, compassion, man. Every day I'm learning that's what this life is all about. That's why I'm being placed in all these different situations. So many difficult situations that I have to rise through and grow through. And now I just don't internalize it. I know that the key to any happy day is being good to other people. The best I feel every day is when I'm good to other people. when I'm not selfish. That's my goal in life now. Somewhere or another, I'm going to help other people live a more, I don't want to say fruitful. I don't know what the word I want to say is. I think it's not fruitful. It's not abundant, though all that is nice. I want people to understand the power that they have and that they are loved. And that this world is crummy and it hates all of us equally. But we got to band together, man. But like, you come across thousands of people every day of you going out, maybe hundreds, I don't know, depending on where you at. Probably hundreds of people in a day, right? In a given day, depending on where you are. If you're out and about in the city, you might come across, any number of people if you're walking the street, right? But man, smile and be nice to people, dog. That's when you are at your best. That's what this world is missing. More compassion, y'all. More compassion, for real. That changed something in me, because I know I was supposed to talk to that lady in that exact moment to help her. And her asking me if I was a Christian totally threw me off. I guess if I believe in Christ, I am a Christian, right? I just don't believe in the religious aspect of things. But, because I don't believe that people should be excluded. And I think God loves us all equally. He is no respecter of persons. No one person is better. Just because you go to a Baptist church don't mean that the people at the Lutheran church are going to hell, or they know something that you don't know, or whatever it might be, or whatever. Like, I don't want to be in religion, dog. Religion is just stuff that, to me, if I know God made us all the same, and we are all of the same ilk, we're all made of the same energy, then how, I don't know how religion fits into that. I don't know about how, because God made us to make mistakes. Like, I think a lot of times church people kind of look at it like, or really religious people, like they look down on people, right? And they feel like they're better than you, but it's just certain aspects that never connected with me. So, even in going to church, like, I was never one I really didn't like dancing and all that and singing along. Like, I was there for the message. Anytime I went to church, I was there for the message. I wasn't really with all the other theatrics, but that's just me. Anyway, I won't hold y'all too long. I got a ton to do, and but I just want y'all to know, man, I love each and every one of y'all. And, like, please show compassion for other people, yo. Like, there's so many people hurting out here, man. In so many different ways, and ways that you cannot even understand. And you never know when you next. Like, fam, like, don't you know, like, when people get, like, Parkinson's, like, I think Ozzy Osbourne had Parkinson's, right? Or, like, if you like, you can get Lou Gehrig's disease and just die, like, within a matter of months. Like, none of us are immune to hard times or just wild things happening. So, I think we better be more, be more careful in, thinking that other people don't matter, because they do matter. And one day you're going to matter. Like, you're going to need help from somebody, and you're going to want somebody to be there to help you, or at least act like they care, Compassion, y'all. Y'all have a good one, all right? I'm going to holler at y'all real soon. Start doing these more, I keep saying that, but then life kind of distracts me. So I'll do better at that. I love you all. Peace.